Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nairi, also known as Wedding Fashion Expert. This week we are talking about a subscriber requested topic on what to do when you have a very picky, particular bride who is on a strict budget and how to handle those appointments. Before we dive into this week's topic, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, drop me a comment below, and let me know if there's a particular video topic you'd like me to create a video on. I am here for you, guiding you along the way leading up to your special day. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. I am so honored that you found me. I am, of course, a wedding fashion expert, stylist, buyer, and wear many different hats at Lovella Bridal, located in Los Angeles, California. For daily content, be sure to follow us on Instagram at Lovella Bridal, at Lovella Plus, and at Wedding Fashion Expert. Don't forget to hit the follow button on TikTok as well, at Lovella Bridal and at Wedding Fashion Expert. As I mentioned, this week's topic was written in by a subscriber. This subscriber wrote in specifically asking if I can talk more about being a bridal stylist, what to do when a bride has a limited budget and super picky, what to do when they aren't excited, etc. I thought this was a phenomenal thing to talk about. It's also great for brides who are out there. So if you're a bridal stylist or you're a bride, you're tuning in, I think this would be valuable for everybody. It is very natural that I have been in this industry for a long time. So of course I have worked with brides who are super picky, very particular, think they know what they want or really do know exactly what they want, and they're having a hard time finding it, especially at the price point that they're wanting to shop. Oftentimes it's typically a specific look that they are looking for that maybe is not available in bridal stores in a wide variety. So it might be something they've seen online, something on social media. Oftentimes I find that these dresses are usually in different countries, custom dresses, very, very different from what we have in the US. They're looking for something really affordable, but also this really extravagant look. So there's this disconnect between the two. And as a bridal stylist, of course, we want to solve all of our brides' problems. So what are their problems? They're coming in, they don't have a dress to wear. They're trying to figure out what they like and don't like. It's really difficult to make these decisions based on what you see online, because what you see online and what you try on in store are two completely different things. So part of this is understanding, okay, she's picky, she's very particular. What is it about the things that she's picky about? Is it the material? Get to the bottom of why. Why is that material important to you? Is it the beading? Why is the beading important to you? Is it the fit? Maybe there's something about being self-conscious around the belly, around the arms, around the hips. We all have different insecurities as women, as individuals, as human beings. We all have insecurities. So really understanding as a bride, what are my insecurities that I don't want to feel on wedding day? So the most common ones that I hear all the time are going to be arms, bloating, and the lower belly area, and hips. Oftentimes brides who have really big hips or have no hips, they just want to show off the smallest part of them, which is often their waist. Now, this is just a generalization. Everybody is different and everyone has different feelings about it. It's about understanding what is it that this individual is wanting. So for example, I was in Pilates the other day and I noticed my Pilates instructor had an engagement ring. As soon as class was over, she came up to me and she said, "Oh my gosh, Nairi, I'm a Lovella bride. I found my dress at Lovella." And I was so grateful because I hadn't been in class for some time, especially in her class in some time. And I saw the engagement ring and thought, oh my gosh, I hope she doesn't have a dress yet. And sure enough, she got her dress from Lovella and she said to me, she goes, "Try to guess what shape of dress I went with." My first thought was, she's a Pilates instructor. She's strong. She has a beautiful body on her. She probably wants to show off her body. So I looked at her and I said, "I feel like you want to show off your body, but you went with a ball gown." And she goes, "Yes." She goes, "I actually was very insecure about my hip dips." So for those of you that don't know what a hip dip is, I was actually really disappointed when I found out what a hip dip was because of TikTok, and I have them and I didn't know I had them, and I didn't know that was something negative until I saw it on TikTok, which is so frustrating because it's one more thing to add to a list of things to be consciously aware of and style yourself in a way so it doesn't show. But it was something that never bothered me before, and it's something that I have grown to embrace and love because it's just a part of my body, and so many women have it, and I started to notice it in more and more brides. So because she's in fitness, she's hyper aware of her body, And she didn't feel confident in a fitted dress because she didn't like her hip dips showing. She felt that a fitted dress emphasized them even more. So she wanted to hide her hips with a ball gown. So understanding what it is that they are particular and picky about. Is it an insecurity of the body, or is it design? Is it wanting to be different, not wear things that other of their friends have worn? Really getting to the bottom of it. Because once you're able to truly understand what it is that is driving the things that she's telling you, then you can help to guide further. If I don't know about all the friends that have gotten married and that this particular bride really wants something different because a lot of her friends are doing similar things because they all have very similar taste, right? Understanding that and then saying, okay, great, show me those dresses. I want to see what we're trying to avoid. And then helping her and guiding her into a path that is going to achieve all the things that she is telling you. That's what this is really all about. So part one is figuring out what are the reasons that we're particular and what are the areas that we're particular in. Once we identify those, okay, great. Now let's understand the price point. What is it that you're looking to invest in the dress and why? How did you come up with that number? I am asking that question because I want to understand, did we come up with this number just out of thin air without anything that's related to it? So without understanding what the dollar buys you, that's very important. So part of this is educating our brides on what things cost. It's very difficult online. There aren't prices of dresses oftentimes, and they have no idea what things cost. So putting dresses on them that cost what they want to spend, then saying, if I can get you to spend X amount more, here's what that dollar buys you. Because when you go from a $2,000 dress to a $4,000 dress, there's a substantial difference in that. Not only in the price point, but in the quality, in the material, in the type of beading that's on the dress, in the width of the train, the length of the train, the construction of the bodice. The list goes on and on and on. Showing them that and comparing it and saying, okay, here are all the things that you're particular about. Here's the price point you want to be at. Here's where I need you to be for all the things that you're particular on. We've exhausted everything at this price point, so now we need to go here, because everything we've exhausted at this price point is not what you're interested in. You don't love it. So saving money and buying something that you don't love is compromising and depriving you of wearing something that you feel beautiful and confident in. And these photos are going to last a lifetime. So really getting in and honing in on the things that she wants, that she's particular on, education about the dollar, and not being afraid to introduce something that's more expensive, because that's ultimately what she wants. If she could find the dress for less, she would have already found it, right? So it's a little bit of education saying, look, you're gonna have to spend money here and maybe cut somewhere else so that you can be in the dress that you love most. So it's about understanding, education, and solving their problem is ultimately the flow in which all of this goes. Now, I know that I make this sound very, very easy. However, when you're coming from a place of, I want to give you the most beautiful dress, hitting every single checkmark item that you want, at this price point, that bride is going to be able to justify the cost and buy the dress that she loves, thanks to your guidance, your expertise, your know-how, and taking all the information and giving it to her and serving it up to her in a very concrete, fluid way that makes this very easy, very simple, very refreshing, and a no-brainer decision to say yes to her dress. And for the brides tuning in, this is a great video for you to be watching, because it really helps you understand that your stylists are really there to guide you. This isn't about upselling or overselling you. It's about finding you the dress that you love. And if we can find you the dress that you love within the price point you want to spend or less, we always will opt for that. But there are certain times and certain really particular picky brides who want a specific look that doesn't fit the price point that they thought they'd come in spending. And that happens all the time. And there's nothing wrong with it. It just means you need to maneuver, play a little bit of chess with the numbers for what you're looking to invest in every category of your wedding, so that you can end up with a dress that you absolutely love, feel beautiful and confident in, to marry your person in. At the end of the day, it is the most important article of clothing you will ever wear. I hope that you found this video helpful. For more videos and tips like these, be sure to tune in every Wednesday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I will see you in next week's video.